Alright, so let's take a look at some word problems involving consecutive even integers. Alright, so I have some other videos with consecutive integers and consecutive odd integers. I just did them. I did the consecutive integers, the consecutive odd, and the consecutive even integers. I did them in separate videos. So if you're looking for just consecutive integers or consecutive odd, you can check those out in my other videos. Alright, so let's look at this. We've got two consecutive even integers have a sum of 90. What are the integers? Alright, so I'm going to let x equal the first even integer. And so now I need my second even integer. Alright, so what would I let the second even integer equal? Well, let's come over here to the side and let me show you how we'll get that. So let's suppose we have some numbers. Okay, say numbers 1 through 6. Alright, so let's suppose that this is my first even integer. Okay, well, what's the next even integer? The next even integer would be 4. Well, how do I get from 2 to 4? Well, it's the first integer, which is 2, and then 2 plus what is 4? 2 plus 2. So it's the first integer plus 2. And how would I get to the next even integer? The 6. Well, it's the first even integer, 2, plus what? 2 plus 4. So the second even integer would be the first one plus 2, and the third even integer would be the first one plus 4. And to get to the third one, we'll see that in the next example. Alright, so but I just wanted to explain it all right here so I wouldn't have to go through this again. So the second even integer is the first one plus 2, so that's going to be x plus 2. So if I add the first even integer and I add the second even integer together, I should get 90. So I've got the first even integer plus the second even integer, and that should equal 90. And now I just solve. So x plus x is 2x plus 2 equals 90. And then I subtract 2 to both sides. So I get 2x equals, it's going to be what, 88. And then I divide both sides by 2. And so I get x equals 44. Okay. Alright, so my first even integer is 44. Let me go ahead and erase this and get it out of the way. Alright, so my first even integer is 44, and my second even integer would be the first one, which is 44 plus 2, which is 46. And so there's my two consecutive even integers. Alright, let's take a look at one more. And here we have three consecutive even integers. So what three consecutive even integers have a sum of 42? Okay, so I'm going to let x equal my first even integer, and then I have my second even integer, and I have my third even integer. Okay, and just like I explained over there on the side here in the red, we know that the second even integer is x plus 2, and then the third even integer would be x plus 4. So if I add these three together, I should get 42. So I've got x, the first even integer, plus the second even integer, which is x plus 2, plus the third even integer, which is x plus 4, and that should equal 42. So all I do now is I just solve. And so I get x plus x plus x is 3x, plus 2 plus 4 is 6, and that equals 42. And then I subtract 6 to both sides, and so that gives me 3x equals 36. Divide both sides by 3, and so that gives me x is equal to 12. So my first even integer is 12, so that's 12. And then my second even integer would be the first one plus 2, so that's 12 plus 2, which is 14. And then my third even integer is the first one, which is 12, plus 4, which is 16. And so there's my 3 consecutive even integers. And I hope this video helped. Hope you'll check out my other videos. Thanks.